Hey everybody, how's it going? Danny Soleil here, aka Travel Man Dan, aka Reading Man Dan, and welcome to day number 28 of my 75 hard journey. Whew, man, I almost didn't get this one in. It's late here in the West Coast, and the East Coast is even later, but I'm exhausted. Long day of work. Long day of just a lot of everything, and now I'm just getting ready to do the video. So thank you so much for stopping by each and every day as I go ahead and document my 75 hard journey and what it's been like. It's been tough. It's been good overall. I think I'm doing pretty well, and I think I'm staying right on task with all the 5 tasks. But I'm exhausted. Monday through Friday, I'm going ahead and reading you guys the 75 Hard, A Tactical Guide to Winning the War with Yourself, the book by Andy Frisella, who created the whole 75 Hard Challenge, with my hopes to go ahead and inspire one single person, but also too that you enjoy these videos and maybe I can look back on it and kind of remember when I was going through it. But man, I'm telling you, I'm about to fall asleep right now. I got maybe 2 more sips of a gallon of water. I still got to do my regular 10 pages of reading. So let me get a sip of water and let's get right into today's chapter. By the way, congratulations to Devon Levy. Sorry. Devon is somebody I work with. Devon Levy, the new Buffalo Sabres goalie that took over today, and they beat the Rangers in overtime. It was a pretty exciting game. I'm excited for the Devon Levy era to begin. But today, let's get into the chapter number 9. If you remember, Andy Frisella last time was talking about buying material things, and if you're only motivation to go ahead and do well and to succeed is to buy things like cars, whips. Look at my whip, and chains, all that kind of stuff. And that's what this chapter is about. I'm completely exhausted, so if I sound a little slow tonight, that's why. Let's get right into it. Chapter 9, Cars, Cribs, and the Really Cool Shit. I've always been a car guy, so it's been a thrill for me to indulge that passion as I've become financially successful. What's your favorite car? Man, that's a tough one, Danny. I don't know. If I had to pick, it'd probably be like maybe a 77 Trans Am or an 82 Camaro Z28. One of those 2 cars are my favorite cars. Ferrari, Aston Martin, Rolls-Royce, Porsches, Ford GTs, all sorts of muscle cars. I'm a sucker for the late 60s muscle car. Okay, really, I have whatever car I want. But as much as I love them, what really thrills me these days is my home. I live on a property that used to belong to Ulysses S. Grant. Do you know who that is? If you're American, you should probably recognize the name. He was the general who led the Union forces during the Civil War. He commanded the side that won. After the war, he was elected the 18th President of the United States. Around that time, he bought some land outside of St. Louis, Missouri, and built an impressive estate on the land which is known today as Grant's Farm. What people didn't realize is that he also owned a plot of land down the street, about 10 minutes down the road in a car, but a full day's journey by horse and carriage. That was his hunting property. Eventually, an amazing house was built on that land. I mean, Southern colonial-style mansion of a house with Roman columns and the kind of balcony you'd see in the famous movie Gone with the Wind, only grander. The first time I saw that house, I was blown away. It was my dream home, and I knew I would live there someday. You guys have a dream home? I think my dream home is probably a barn house, like in the original Roadhouse movie. I love that house. I love the open floor plan. Hopefully one day I can go ahead and afford something like that. Where down below, you could have your studio, your weightlifting, your kung fu area. That for me would be my dream house. Let me know down in the comment what your dream house would be. But I definitely like a barn house. I was 1,000% confident of that fact. Even let's go back a little bit. It was my dream home, and I knew I would live there someday. I was 1,000% confident of the fact, even though at the time I didn't have enough money to pay for the front door, let alone the whole house. But I knew it. In October 2018, I bought that house, and after an extensive renovation, I moved in May of 2019. The amazing mansion, built on the land once owned by the general who won the Civil War and became the 18th President of the United States, is now mine. I live there with my wife and 2 bulldogs, Otis and Charlie. Remember the book? Oh, by the way, I also have a 200-acre, 25 minutes away that would give Churchill Downs a run for its money. Wow, that's a big farm. Don't get me wrong, I'm not bragging. I'm not trying to be Tommy Topper. You know who Tommy Topper is. He's the dude who annoys the shit out of you at parties or meetings, who's always trying to top anything you say. You know Tommy. We all have one in our life. That ain't me. I'm making an important point. How did I get all that material shit? Mental toughness. More important than the material. Though, how did I gain the freedom to do whatever I want, whenever I want, and answer to absolutely nobody? Mental toughness. Here's what you really need to understand. As amazing as it is to experience and enjoy all the cool things that come with developing mental toughness in your own life, I've discovered it's not nearly as cool as helping other people develop mental toughness so that they can experience and enjoy the same things too. In other words, and I believe 100% that you'll learn this, if you haven't already, there's nothing better than helping people. All right, let me read that again. There's nothing better than helping people. I gotta agree. Me personally, I love teaching men and women the skills they need to succeed. I love teaching them how and pushing them to pursue the fulfillment of their own true potential. Seeing people take what I give them and build their ultimate life is an amazing experience. Seeing one of my employees buy a new house or a car, hit some other goal because of the skills I taught him, is what really gets me going. Making a real impact, seeing it happen before your eyes. That's what I love. So, read this next paragraph very carefully. I firmly believe that no matter who you are, man or woman, how intelligent you are, how talented you are, no matter what skills you lack, how good looking or not happen to be, no matter how meek and modest or loud and boisterous, you can develop mental toughness and become extremely successful in business and life. Remember that. You can develop it. I don't care what walk of life you're in. Okay, that's what he's saying. I don't care where you come from or where you're at now. You can develop it. Let's find out more. You can have the discipline. You can have the determination. You can create the confidence. You can develop the grit, fortitude, and self-belief. I did it. You can too. And you can enjoy all the results that come with developing mental toughness. The material stuff, the meaningful stuff, the freedom to become who you are meant to be, the freedom to live however you want. The choice is yours. So all of that brings me to this point. If you want to have it all in your life, you really do have to have the things I just mentioned. You have to have confidence. You have to have self-belief. You have to have discipline. You have to have determination. You have to have perseverance. You have to have tenacity. You have to have grit. The bottom line is that you need what all those things combine together to form. You must have all those individual traits, and they add up to mental toughness. If you possess mental toughness, possess it, and it will ever increasingly... Hold on. If you possess mental toughness, possesses it in every single... I think they made an error. I can't pronounce this sentence. That's twice now. If you possess this mental toughness, possesses it in ever-increasing measures, you will win big. You will win big at everything. If you're willing to learn, I can teach you. Hell, I want to teach you. I want to teach you about mental toughness and help you master it. I want to teach you everything I can about the most important thing you can possess for success and happiness. Wait, happiness too? Not just success? That's right. This program is all about achieving success and happiness. That's why I created 75 Hard. Let me tell you how. There we go. Oh, shoot. Okay. So, guys, that's going to do it for today's chapter. That was awesome stuff. That was, other than the fact that I couldn't pronounce that one sentence, that was a pretty inspiring thing because he's talking about like whether or not you have it or you don't have it, you have to build that mental toughness through all those other traits like perseverance, grit, determination, discipline. All these things add up to create super strong mental toughness. And because you can get mental toughness, you can have anything you want. And through the grind, I guess they will, or however you want to call it. There's a lot of buzzwords going around. It really only comes down to hard work with mental toughness, right? That's what it comes down to. And you can get all the things you want, no matter what field you're in, whether you're a doctor, a lawyer, a blue collar person, an entrepreneur, an actor, a musician, whatever that field is that you're going after, whatever your dreams are. If you can acquire these little traits and stack them up, you will gain the mental toughness that you need to succeed. That's why I love the 75 Hard. It speaks right to me. It resonates to me. It may be the missing link, if you will, in a lot of people's lives. I don't know. I'm going to, find out. Part of the reason I'm doing the 75 Hard, and one of the main reasons of my why, was to find out, right? To see what it was, to be part of that conversation of when it's done. So that's going to do it for us today, guys. I am friggin' exhausted. I got to go read another 10 pages right now of my book, The Actor and the Target. So thank you so much for stopping by and joining me. I'm Danny Soleil. And remember, let's start that over again. We're a little tired. I hope to go ahead and inspire. I hope that you found some value in this video. And thank you so much for watching. I'm Danny Soleil, a.k.a. Travel Man Dan, a.k.a. Reading Man Dan. And remember, it's a big world out there. Make sure you see every bit of it. Bye, guys.